I lit my intentions on fire with the light of the abundance candle, and I did that in my bathroom. And I was just so happy and grateful while I was doing it, and it was back and front. Like, I fucking wrote all over my paper, wrote all over it. And I just lit it on fire, and I lit my intentions on fire. I was gonna actually, like, I have holy smokes, I have all these like papers, like all of these papers with all this stuff, and it's crazy. Like, I was gonna light those on fire, but then I was just like, let me get in the moment, let me write something that I'm writing now. I'm physically writing this down now. This is what is coming into my mind now, and that is it. So that is exactly what I did. And yeah, you guys, like, I felt so awesome doing it. And I also ended up getting like a piece of paper that I had on my vision wall that had like $100,000. I wrote $100,000 on it, and I ended up lighting that piece of paper on fire as well, with the intent of bringing, abundance and wealth and prosperity into my life. And the reason why I'm making this video, I don't know if it's just a coincidence, or like, I don't know if this has happened to somebody else, but when I lit my first abundance candle a few months ago, I think it was in January. I think so. And I don't know if I should say this because I don't know if I'm going to sound crazy. Whatever, I don't fucking care. So I lit this abundance candle, and at that time I was living in an apartment with my roommate, I'm so happy that he let me and my mom and my brother and my sister and my son, no, not my brother, me, my mom, my sister, her dog, my son, stay with him. And like, at that time our lease was up, and we really had like nowhere to go, and everything was like putting, first month's rent down and security deposit and all of this stuff, and we just did not have that at that time. So I was grateful that, I had a friend offer to, obviously we like split rent and stuff like that, and we were there, at his place for a few months, and I'm so happy and grateful for that. Let me see. But, so once I lit this abundance candle, the first time, it's funny and it's ironic, but it's not funny. I had the intent, I did the same thing, except yesterday I did it way more. I even did a full 45-minute meditation for business and prosperity. And I also did a meditation called, that I got from Guru Jagard or something like that. I don't know if you guys know of Gaia. It's GAIA.com. It is like the Netflix for spiritual people. Like, if you are into like learning about aliens, or learning about Kundalini yoga, learning about meditation, learning about the pineal gland, learning about like fluoride and the effects on the body, learning about anything that is spiritual and real, like, this is just a blessing. Like, this website, it's an app on my phone as well, is just amazing, and I highly, highly, highly recommend downloading it. It's 99 cents for your first month, and I think $9 afterwards, which is a brainer at all, like 99 cents for your first month. If you don't like it, you can cancel. That's where I don't know, I feel like when you are searching for something, it is just, when you focus on looking for something, you're more in alignment with that. So that's what I was focusing on. Like at that time I was really, really depressed, and I was trying to find a way to get out of depression. And somehow I found, you know, a Facebook ad or something like that with the on it, Gaia on it, clicked on it, and I just was curious, and I went to the yoga section and then the meditation section, and I just started doing Kundalini. Kundalini, what? Like, what is this? Like, I just don't know what I was doing. I was just doing it because I felt like I was drawn to do it. I felt like I needed to do it, and I felt like I'm just gonna listen to myself and just go and do it. And I love Kundalini, the Kundalini meditations that they have there. And the one that I started doing originally a year ago was for like negative energy and and releasing that, because I felt like that was a lot of that around me, and I wanted to just release it. And so I did a lot of meditations for that, as well as like forgiveness, death of your old self, and rebirth of your new self. And the prosperity one, which I ended up playing, but I did it to a 10-minute song. So I did this instead of 3 minutes, which is what is in the Kundalini video, because it's just short, you know. I ended up doing it for like 10 minutes. Then I took a break, and then I did it again with the Kundalini meditation. So I did it before doing my meditation, and it's called HUD. So HUD is supposed to be like an abundance mantra, basically, and you're allowing yourself to just be receptive, and the like words and mantras, they have vibrations and they have meaning, and all this stuff is real. Like it just is, believe it or not, like it's real. And so HUD is basically like you hit the sides of your palms, and then you hit the other side and make sure that your right thumb is underneath. And when you do, you go HUD. But when you do HUD, you pull in your stomach, and the tip of the tongue goes to the top. So you go HUD. And you also squeeze your lower area, like you just squeeze the energy. And then, you do HUD, HUD, HUD for at least, I think it goes for 3 minutes in the video. And then at the end, you do a HUD, and you squeeze your whole body, and you don't breathe, and you just hold it with the intent of releasing and receiving. And you hold your breath for like not even 20 seconds, and then you breathe out, and it's supposed to help you like achieve things that you just wouldn't have achieved otherwise, have opportunities come to you that wouldn't otherwise, because you're putting it out there. And maybe I said it right, maybe I didn't say it all the way, but anyways, Gaia, 99 cents. It is Kundalini. It is for business and prosperity or something like that. Really, really good. So that's what I did last night. I just don't know why. Yesterday was the 26th of May, 2018. So if anyone else felt like saging and cleaning and lighting an abundance candle or something like that, let me know. Let me know what you know that I don't know. But Anyways, that's what I felt like doing. And long story short, going back to my first abundance candle, I ended up lighting this dollar bill that I had. I had that on my vision board at my old apartment on my wall, and it was there for like 7 months. And it was a dollar bill that I put just like a zero, after the dollar. So it was like for $10,000, and I was like visualizing, manifesting $10,000, $10,000, $10,000. And, like 7 months went by, and I was just like, okay, whatever. And I ended up obviously like moving into the apartment with a roommate, and I still brought that with me. And I was looking at it when I lit the abundance candle, and it was just right there. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I was like, I'm just going to burn it. And I'm just going to be happy and grateful for the $10,000. Like, just, what do you have to lose? Like, nothing. So I burnt the $10,000 bill. And the weirdest thing happened. How do I say this? Probably like a month later, I somehow, like, I started talking to someone, and he is into like growing social media accounts and stuff like that. And I don't know, we were like seeing each other for a little while, and he actually was flying out to Las Vegas for the 10X Growth Con 2 for business. And he actually just offered, asked me if I wanted to go with him. And so I said, yeah, like, like I, was so grateful. Like, I had my mom watch my son, and I went, and, like, I did not have a ticket to go to the 10X Growth Con, but I was happy that I was going to Vegas, and just doing something different, because I'm typically like home with my son almost all the time, and it was nice to like get out. So I was happy and grateful that happened. And then somehow, when I was in Vegas, I talked to a friend that I actually used to work with when I lived in Massachusetts, and this was about 3.5 or so years ago. And he actually ended up winning a ticket to for him and his girlfriend to go to the 10X Growth Con. And like, we were talking a little bit, and I was like, yeah, I'm here in Vegas, and the person I'm with is, going to this event, and, I'm just gonna, basically be there in the hotel room. And, I really wanted to go to the event, but I wasn't, I was just like, I'm happy to be somewhere different. And he was just like, I mentioned that I wanted to go to the event, but I didn't make like this huge deal out of it. So I'm really grateful for this person. You know who you are, and I appreciate you so much. And this person, this guy, he actually, not knowing anything, he actually ended up entering a contest on Facebook or something like that, for me, and he ended up winning a ticket for me to go to the 10X Growth Con. And I was just like in shock. Like, it's one of those things where it's just like, it was all meant to be, like it was all meant to happen. Because those tickets alone, they cost like $9,000, $10,000 or more, depending on like if you're a VIP or whatever. But minimum, they're like $9,000, you know. And so, you know, the next morning I wake up to a text like, you know, like you're going to the event, like, and I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, like I won a ticket, and now you're coming. So I was just like so grateful and so like in not disbelief, just like what? Like, okay. And so I ended up getting all of my ticket information, and I ended up riding with the person I was going, you know, in Vegas with to the event. And the funniest thing was like in my mind, like I was just trying to like be neutral the whole time. I'm like, whatever. Like I got ready the day of the first event, and I just got ready, and I just ended up going to like for me to like find the registration. Like I just got in line and knew what I was doing. I thought I had my ticket in my hand. I ended up having to like go find this place. I'm like walking in high heels because I don't really like dress up often. So I'm like just completely out of my comfort zone, but just like not knowing what to make out of it. Just there, like just there. And so I find the line for to get my little badge. I'll show you guys because it's happened. This is real. Like, so I ended up going in line, and I showed the gentleman my whatever information was on my phone, and he was like typing it in the computer, and I'm just like waiting to see if they're like, oh nope, you know, I don't know. It was just weird. I was like, is this really happening right now? And so he was just like, okay, you're all set, and gave me my little thingy and my little wristband. And I was like, okay. And I just walked into the event. And it was so cool because I actually sat a few seats away from my friend who won the ticket for me, and his girlfriend. And I learned so much in this event that for me, honestly, like money and wealth and all this stuff is very important. But one of the most important things is like what you do with it. And the other one is investing in yourself. Like investing in yourself is one of the biggest favors that you could probably do for you. Like I am so happy and grateful that everything just kind of came together. I had no idea that I was even gonna be in Las Vegas a month before that happened. Like I just when I did my abundance candle, and I feel like I don't know. I feel like that was part of it. Burning the paper, the dollar sign, whatever. Because I lit that with the intent, and I've been visualizing it for so long on my vision board, my vision wall, that I was just like, I have nothing to lose, and I had nothing to lose. So I just when I burnt it with positive intentions, and I had no resistance whatsoever. I truly believe, like, I was just so happy and grateful. I was just happy and grateful, and I ended up, aligning with the universe, and getting this basically $10,000 ticket. I feel like it's like Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. Like you just pull it open and it's a fucking golden ticket. And won the golden ticket, and went to this amazing event, and I just learned so much. For me, I since I was younger, struggled with depression and anxiety, and especially like social anxiety. But it was just the weirdest thing. The whole time that I was there, I just wasn't, I don't know if it was like there was just so many people that it's like sometimes when there's so many people, it's more, I felt like less anxiety or no anxiety at all versus when there's just a few people and then it's like, oh my God, all eyes on me. I felt like there was just so much going on that it just like, I just wasn't anxious. It's just like happy and just taking it all in. Like my phone, every day that I went to the event, my phone died. Like my phone died because I was trying to record as much as I possibly could on my Facebook to have other people, you know, that weren't able to go there, like see it. And at that time I had my Android phone and the quality of my videos were just horrid. But I put that aside and I was just like, whatever, I'll just put this information out. I know this video sucks, like the quality, but hopefully you at least get the value out of it. And so hopefully somebody got some sort of value out of watching that. And I just ended up doing that. Yeah, I ended up with my first abundance candle. Won a golden ticket, lucky ticket. And, you know, it's just, I don't know. I feel like all of this, as I'm learning more and more about it, it's just, this is a really long video. So if you're still with me, like, that's awesome. Thank you. Just the more that I'm learning, you know, about all of this stuff, it's just, it all ties in. I'm not here to just talk about like an abundance candle. I'm here to talk about like all of these other things, that it all comes together, and like how to best get the best results possible. You know, it's not like light a candle and you wish for a fucking dinosaur, a Lamborghini or whatever. It's just, you have to like have positive intentions, you know, have good intentions, have pure intentions, you know, try to do good in the world, try to help others when they're in need, always be grateful, always put your ego aside and just, you know, let your walls fall and be open and receptive. And, you know, I'm so grateful for that experience because it was just amazing. Grant Cardone is awesome, and Tim Story and all of these people, you know, Ty Lopez is just like, you know, it motivated me to, it's on my vision wall, to want to be able to start doing so amazing in my multiple sources of income, to be able to personally purchase a ticket to go to the 10X Growth Con 3 next year. And that's one of my goals. That's one of my one of the things that I truly want to do. And so yeah, like if you guys have any questions, if you guys loved or liked this video, make sure you like and subscribe, because I'm gonna continue to just put myself out there. And I'll leave my comments, my links down below. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, and thank you guys so much.